Hey YouTube, what's up? I'm back. So, Hair Weaving 101 update. Johnny, why are you doing an update in the middle of the beginning part of the Hair Weaving 101 series? Well, just because I wanted to do an update. How about that, smartass? So, like it, lump it, eat it. So, as you can see, I am glasses free. I may have to occasionally pop them on for super small print, but other than that, I am glasses free for the most part. The sugar's out of my eyes, and I'm really excited about that. For those of you that suffer from diabetes, you know what I'm talking about, and that's a very frightening thing when your vision goes and you're super blurry and you can't see anything. So excited about that. Just for my own personal amusement, I wanted to address why you see me in the same ensemble. This portion of the video series, I'm playing with a comb here, as you can see, using it as a pointer, was recorded all in one shot. It was all actually, I planned it out on paper and decided I was going to do a video in the raw and not really do a lot of editing, all that, and that basically it was recorded in like a day. And the reason why I did that was for several reasons. One, I am in the process of catching up on a lot of homework from where I was in the hospital a while back that led me to wear the Coke bottle glasses. Okay, that's one. Two, I am in the process of trying to pack up a whole house, 2 roommates, and my dog so that we can move to a fabulous palazzo in downtown Indianapolis from the west side of Indianapolis. So, with that being said, there's mayhem and foolishness as the most talented and lovely and most fabulous having weave wearer Niecy Nash says constantly on a daily basis on her show. So yeah, there's mayhem and foolishness and all kinds of shenanigans going on. And so with that being said, I decided that when I was going to do this series that I would just kind of record a lot of stuff in one shot so that I could constantly kind of weed through, do minimal touch-ups and editing, and put it out there so you'd always have something available, and try to have as little gaps as possible where, you know, there's a video and it's 6 months before I get to another one. Stuff happens all the time, and that may eventually happen, but right now I'm able to kind of stay on top of it even with everything going on. Okay, so there's that. That's why you see me in the same thing a lot. What else is going on that is of importance? Touch base with you to inform you that I put up a blog. You can go to blogger.com and look up Mr. Hair Mania, and you will find my blog. The blog basically is just a supplement to this. Sometimes there's stuff that I want to talk about, or little tangents, or something that's happened, or I read an article in a hair book or something that's interesting that I think that you may enjoy, and it just isn't. I won't say that it's not video worthy, because everything can be video worthy, but just, you know, to kind of stay on track with what I'm trying to do right now with the videos. But there's more information out there. Also, it's a great way for us to spark, you know, debate and have conversation about everything hair. So, what did we go over so far in the Hair Weaving 101 series? Well, we talked about the differences between a hair weave and extensions. We talked about the different types of hair textures that are out there, the different types of hair. We talked about in the Remy and Moore series, which was 6 parts, and I'm going to try really hard to kind of condense these down. They're not only going to be so many parts, but sometimes when you open up a can of worms and then you add a few tangents in there, they kind of spread out a bit. And I do apologize, but I promise you that even in a tangent, there will always be some knowledge imparted about hair. Or, you know, I try not to go off on politics or religion or anything unless it has to do with hair. I'll do a separate channel for everything else other or something. So, with that being said, there you are. Another thing that I wanted to talk to you about in the update is that I will be doing lab series, and in the first portions, videos for a while, there will occasionally be a freshman lab, then eventually a sophomore, junior, senior, and then a master lab. And basically, these are little quips or quick tutorials or quick little things that I want to talk about, like a special product that I've just picked up that I find interesting, or, you know, what have you. And sometimes, you know, there'll be guest speakers and things that will pop up and say their 2 cents on the matters of hair. So what's coming up? I know I say a lot, trying to work on it, deal with it. What's coming up? Well, we are going to talk about different methods of hair weaving and extension application and technique. We're going to talk about different products and tools used, talk about natural hair care, talk about how to get a natural look without going natural, and talk about in the same breath how to have a natural look and not lose that when going for a processed or chemical look. There are plenty of options out there. Do some investigation reporting about alopecia and other different hair conditions and other alternatives besides wigs that are out there now that are safe and that are interesting, and that are not. Also, I got some videos from Marquita Breslin. Google her. She is a hairstylist who has made her own videos. There's plenty of people out there that have made their own videos, and I chose her series to begin with that show you how to do braids and weaves and things, and I'm going to watch them and test them out and then give you my opinions on them, on if you should buy the product or not and why. And again, these people, I'm not affiliated with anyone. Disclaimer, I'm not affiliated with anyone. Disclaimer, I'm not affiliated with anyone, any product, any company. No one's paying me. And if and when that happens, I will let you know. Okay? So my opinions are not being swayed by anyone. It is just my own opinion, my own thought. The information I impart to you, it's based on my own personal experiences, my own personal research, and talking with people, friends that I have in the industry or friends that I have that are skilled braiders and weavers. So with that being said, all that is going on. What else is going on? I'm going to start a couple of contests soon. I don't know exactly what all the contests will entail, but I will have more details about that because I'm going to make sure it's very detailed and people understand the rules of the contest and no cheating and all that. And in return, I will send you some fabulous hair care products. I may send you hair, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of fun stuff. If there is a product that you want me to try, whether you're a company or whether you are an individual, feel free to either recommend it, or if you wish to send it to me, send a message in my inbox and I will tell you the mailing address that you can send all that stuff to. And I will get it, I will try it, and then I will tell you all about it. We'll do a before and after video. We'll do all that stuff. We're going to have some guest speakers talk about some things. My stylist Jessica, is going to talk to us about some things. I'm going to see if I can get Akasha to talk to us about some things. We're going to travel around. We're going to do some stuff. Also, the videos are in the raw right now. The main reason why they're in the raw right now, they're not super edited and high gloss, is because I really wanted you to feel comfortable. I wanted you to feel like that you weren't being nagged at, that you were just talking to a friend and you were having a conversation about hair and what it all stood for and what it was all about. So that's why they're in the raw with very little editing. There's all kinds of mistakes and things. And one, you can see like a blister I had in my nose and like a booger on the other side. I apologize. And one, I misquoted and said, when it comes to white hair, blah, blah, blah problem, I meant black hair. And then I talked about my own hair issues. And it's painfully obvious I am not white. I am not Caucasian. So, things like that. But eventually they will start to be a little bit more polished, a little bit more edited. And I just want to build up a little bit more comfort. And when they become more polished and edited, at that point it's more about me adding all kinds of fun stuff just because I can. So with that being said, there's that. So I think I pretty much covered all the bases. The next set of videos that'll be coming up is that after this is that you'll get the first freshman lab where I show you how to, iron your weave back in place. And also these are good tips to have too if you don't have a weave. If you just have long hair and you have bang issues and you want to kind of blend in and look like it's all even, I'll show you how you can do that. What I do to do that. And then after that we're going to talk about different extension application and hair weaving techniques and the tools that are needed, and that'll be a much shorter series, I promise. And then we'll talk about hair terms and wordplay. That'll be a little lengthy, and I'm gonna send some information out to the person that I got the information about wordplay from their YouTube video, and I'm gonna see if it's cool if I link it, and I'm gonna see if she's got Skype, if maybe her and I can Skype and I can like record the Skype or something. And hi baby, my dachshund Momo, come here. I'm gonna let you guys see who I'm talking about all the time. My little Shih Tzu. Hold on, she's trying to be camera shy. Wait a minute. Hi Boo Boo, say hey. Say hey. She's like, nah. Okay, I'm gonna tilt this down a bit. Boom. She's in frame. Yeah, now y'all like, damn, you big. Yeah, I'm big. The camera adds like 50 pounds. Okay, baby. So with that being said, let me get out of here because time is running fast. I keep looking down to check my timer because my timer is acting stupid. So until next time, until I see you again, remember, be good to each other, and importantly as well, be good to your quaff. And I will talk to you in the next vid. Deuces!